Bedfords Park Walled Garden was a borough nursery. There were borough nurseries all over the country, and these nurseries used to provide the bedding and the plants for the local town halls, hospitals, schools, various parks and departments enjoyed the bedding. But over the years, with cheaper imports from Holland, Belgium and Italy, they became very uncompetitive price-wise. They were not financially viable anymore. That was when they decided to close them. And we're not the only ones, it's happened all over the country. I used to be a lecturer for a horticultural college called Ameneh. I used to place apprentices here. One day I turned up in 1999 and I was told that they're closing the garden, so sorry, no apprentices. I was shocked and I was really, really sad because this I knew was a wonderful space in a wonderful park, and it has so much potential to bring joy and to be useful for the community. I visited Helligan and I met John Nelson, the chap who'd started the restoration. Speaking to him, it made me realise that one person can actually make a difference if they stick at it. It took me 11 years to get it noticed by anybody with any clout, and it wasn't until really I started mentioning things like well-being, obesity, and then linked that up with appropriate funding that something could really get off the ground. It was very hard when I first started, because to try and persuade people that this could be something beautiful when it was just a dilapidated and completely overgrown garden was difficult. There were times when I came in here and took photographs, had a little weep. I could see what it could be like. But now, coming in here to volunteer and I see that run of glass and I see people walking about and I see the blooms, and when we're harvesting fruits and vegetables, that's the joyous part. There have been tears along the way, but tears of sadness and happiness, more happiness now. The garden in the 1700s would have been a formal setting. Now the garden consists of mainly vegetables, but we have a fruit garden, we have an orchard with 120 heritage apples from Essex and Suffolk, they're all local varieties. We've started cut flowers. Every penny that we make from sales goes straight into our bank account for the walled garden. We've restored our pineapple house, but we grow melons in it instead. And we grow at the moment 4 different types of melon, and we're the only place I know, certainly in Havering, where you can come along and say, I'll have that one when it was ready, and we pick it straight from the vine for you. The role of the garden really is to enhance people's lives, enhance the experience of local history. Many people have been coming to this park for years. A lot of them are coming now in their 70s, and they remember coming with their parents, you know, many, many years ago, and I'm one of those. I first came to this park when I was 6. Term time, we get school children on visits and they enjoy looking at the garden and seeing how things are grown. We run short courses some summers about the portions on a plate and how many carbohydrates and how many vegetables you should eat and things like that. It's family orientated, but it's for everybody. It's a garden for everybody in the community. The volunteers in this garden play a tremendous part. We have a good team, many of whom have been together with the Friends of Bedfords Park since 2004, before this really got off as a project. But my hopes are now that possibly everybody that's working here has left a legacy of a working garden, and that the more people that see it, the more they can enjoy it and see that it is a useful historic space, the more people will want to look after it in the future. We see so many green spaces nowadays swallowed up by development. People's houses nowadays don't have very large gardens, and we all need these green spaces so vitally.